Hello and welcome, my beautiful Pisces, my mermaids and mermen, my sea sponges of the sea. Brenda here with your daily vibe from your guides, January the 3rd. Yes, I'm a little late because my dog George had to have surgery today, and he doesn't live in the same town as we do, the veterinarian. So there was a lot of running around to do, and I had pre-scheduled private readings to do, so it was just one of those crazy days. And I didn't get very many videos done either, but they'll be out there by the end of the week. So this is our daily vibe message. Coming in with our first card here, we've been given the letter. And when the letter is indicative of lots of messages, and they could be coming in the form of phone calls, emails, SMS, WhatsApp, documents, and communication of any form, okay? So it's also, this is for short term. So this isn't going to be lasting all day long, but there might be a period of today where all of this seems to just overwhelm us, okay? Today, nothing is going to be overlooked, but instead, we need to double check all messages carefully and being concentrated. Okay, we need to really concentrate on it, distinguishing between important and unimportant correspondence, taking time for important communication and not going over things superficially. In addition, it also stands for starting the communication actively instead of waiting for a message to come, initiating the move ourselves, going out after what we need to do, and getting down to business and taking the active role of doing that. Our communication has shifted a lot of technology right now, and we receive these messages so differently than we used to years ago. And as a result, it has become very superficial and without commitment, such as texting. We can't tell how a person looks, their body language, how they're feeling, their emotions are. They're just typing. It's not like being face to face. However, a letter addresses the topic of commitment. You make it out, you send it out, you got to pay to put it in an envelope and buy a stamp, and you're committed to doing it. So it goes out there with purpose, okay? So we know when we receive a letter, ooh, that's probably pretty important today. So binding action brings in the topic of responsibility, taking responsibility for someone or something. So today you may have or may still be receiving some very imperative, very important messages today. So it's going to be very important for us to pay attention and to be able to decipher and go through the ones that we need to pay attention to, and the other ones are just secondary. So all those crazy little texts you're getting from your BFFs, they won't be as important as that letter you may be getting in the mail, or that email that you could be getting in the mail as well. Okay. Alrighty, so also, here we go. Our second card is the scythe. And we know that the scythe is a sharp instrument, and it can cut through things very quickly and very sharply. It's, the card that's warning of danger, an incident, an unexpected development, an acute condition, or even a shock that comes in that we haven't been, we weren't ready for. It can be hyperactivity, immature, and impetuous behavior. And it can be surprisingly scary. The sudden end of something, perhaps. Looking at our surroundings here, the other cards here are not indicative of something like that happening. I always look at the scythe in two ways. Beware of something that can cut. In other words, how are you speaking? Are those words going to be sharp? You can't take back. Be careful of working with tools, right? You could cut yourself with a kitchen knife. Anything like that. But it's also, once it's cut, it's severed. It can't be mended. So be careful. If there's a situation today where maybe maybe somebody and you have got into a bit of an argument or a debate today, which really isn't what Pisces like to do. However, it does happen. And be careful of how you use your words, because you or this other person could be coming across with words that could cut right through you, and you won't forget them. Also, the scythe is there in the season when it's harvest time, to cut down our sheaves, to cut down and bring in our abundance. So you could be getting ready to bring in your abundance as well today. There could be something that you're cutting through the red tape. You're going to be able to get through something where you're going to see clearly. Now we have the fish. Now the fish in other decks often refers to abundance and corporate money and things like that. But this particular one is saying in this particular deck is that it does mean finances and income and personal possessions and materialistic thinking, or something or someone can be influenced by money. Okay, the topic of addiction can hide here. Okay, be careful. Dealing with your own body, tears, psychic, soul, subconscious forces, and finding our mental balance. Following our intuition, listening to our inner voice, and swimming against the tide, do something you have never dared to do. Okay, so we need to, today might be the day that you're going to be brave and you're going to go out and try something new you never had tried before. Okay, but be careful. If everyone else disagrees, listen to your inner voice, because your actions are your responsibility alone. So, the surrounding cards here, show which unconscious attitudes contribute to the lack of finances. With this, we can find the beginning of what needs to change internally. Now, in other decks, it says we have the capability, and I'm going to take the meanings from all of them. We have the capability of making something small grow. In other words, you might be finding a way to invest into something where you're going to see a bigger return coming out of it. Okay, so that can be happening too. Taking one thing and making it grow. Right. Thinking of the fish. They're saying here today, do something that you've never done before. Force yourself to go after that goal. Okay, pushing against stream, pushing against a resistance, going upstream is a struggle, but you can get through to it. Okay, coming in next, we've got the Empress, and this is whatever we nurture, we're going to see grow. This is about staying focused. This is about finding our niche today and what is it we want to see, we want to succeed at, and that's where we give birth to our dreams. Okay, so some of you might be thinking about something you want to do in the near future. It's a passion of yours, of ours, and we need to step up and go after it. Okay, we might be in the planning stage right now. We might be nurturing the idea of what it is we want to do, but she has this ability to give birth to her dreams. Now, in the actual present plane we live in now, this could represent somebody in your family or somebody close to you is about to have a baby, or they're making the announcement of a child, or there may be the adoption of a child. And in other terms, it means you're making yourself think of the passion and that goal you want to go after, and you're taking those steps to give birth to those dreams, and you're starting on this new journey. She's the ultimate mother. She loves her family, she nurtures her family, and she nurtures her goals. Okay. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is also a very patient queen. She has that ability to plant her seeds and sits there and says, I put them in the ground. It's going to take all the elements of nature, the rain, the sun, the heat, and then, and only then, will that seed produce fruit for me to pick in the right season. So be patient. Success is imminent. It's coming into us as Pisces, but we need to be patient. This is the beginning of a new year. This is the beginning of a new month. So we're getting ready to start something new. And Pisces, I'm going to say this forever and ever this year, we are the one sign who's going to be making the most profound and evident big changes in our lives. Okay, we are the most changeable sign that you're going to see in all the readings. Follow all the other readers. You're going to find that Pisces is making change constantly. So, but you're going to have to be patient. You might be wanting to try new things. You might be wanting to join new groups. You might be wanting to take new interests. But you're going to have to be patient because it takes time, right? It takes time. But at the end of the day, you see your harvest come in. She also, we call her Mother Nature. Okay, what she puts her hands to, her green thumb to, will grow. All right. So if you're nurturing your family, you're nurturing, you're nurturing your pets, your animals, your goals, whatever it is, that you're going to see progress come in. Now, under the fish, we have the Strength card, and the Strength card is all about two ways of looking at a debate, a situation, a discussion, an argument, whatever you want to call it. You can go in with the roar of the lion. Okay, or you can go in with the compassion and understanding and the gentleness of a lamb. Now, what's going to win the day? Well, not the roar of the lion, because often that is reacting in the heat of the moment and then regretting what's happened and what we said at the end of the day. So be careful of your words, is what I'm saying today. Okay, be careful how you're talking to other people. There may be a reason. Maybe you're not feeling great. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're exhausted from the Christmas season, and you might just not have the patience and the tolerance today. But be careful of how you come across to other people. Okay, um, I think you're going to win the day, Pisces. It's not your nature to want to get involved in confrontation anyway. You will usually turn around and swim away because you don't like that. You believe in doing unto others, but periodically life gets real and raw. So think about that today. Go in with the gentleness of a lamb. Step back, take a deep breath, look at the whole situation because Pisces, you do great character analysis. You're so empathic, you're so psychic, and you're so sensitive to other people's energy. So look at what they're going through when you come up into a confrontation before you jump in with both feet. Okay? So catching bees with honey is going to win the day rather than with vinegar. Well, my beautiful Pisces, late, but it's never, it's late, but it's here. Okay, it's never too late when we go out with our cards. So I hope this message finds you all well. I hope that you're all going to be careful with your words today, or that you're going to be looking back and saying, "Gee, Brenda, I wish you'd put those cards out earlier to warn me." But anyway, this is a general, as you know. So my beautiful, beautiful fellow Pisces, I hope you have a great remainder to today. And always know I send you lots of love and many blessings. And let's all welcome each other to a fabulous 2024 of change for us.